Telling a male to man up is the equivalent to telling a woman to stay in the kitchen. All pleasures are guilty pleasures if you have a high enough anxiety. Nemo's entire class saw him get kidnapped right in front of them before also seeing his father disappear into the ocean after him and not come back. The class and teacher probably thought they had just witnessed 2 deaths. That's got to be an unbelievably horrifying first day of school for them. All things considered, it's pretty lucky we don't have to pay a subscription fee to have an email address. Squirrels have long thin tails that just happen to be bushy. If not for that, they would look just like rats. Rats everywhere. Arguing with dumb people actually makes you smarter, as you have to find simpler ways to explain yourself, which expands your grasp on the subject. Despite his fear of death, despite all his efforts to achieve immortality and all, Voldemort died at the age of 71, which is actually lower than the average muggle. You want to go to bed to end the damn day, but you don't want to go to bed to make tomorrow come faster. Being proactive is rarely rewarded, because if your actions avoid a tragedy, there is no tragedy to prove your actions were warranted. It's funny how I love you can be taken platonically, but I like you will almost always be taken as a confession of love. In movies, there are 2 kinds of vents. Human-sized vents and vents that are big enough only for the smallest, least experienced member of the group. The fact that so much of the earth is alive, that the color of it is affected is really neat. Wikipedia is what people imagined the internet is in the 90s. Getting a package in the mail is more fun than buying it at the store, because you get to open the package like a present. If our parents were as good at receiving feedback as they are in giving feedback, the world would have been a better place. Being scared of deep water is being scared of heights, but in the water. The new Indiana Jones will be released 41 years after the original. The original takes place in 1936. Thus, the new one will take place in 1977, meaning Indy could go watch Star Wars within the movie. Beehives, anthills, termite mounds, etc. are all considered nature, yet we don't consider cities and houses part of nature. It's animals building houses out of obtained resources, just like us. One of the saddest things about The Lion King is the fact that Simba's mother had to spend years with pain of losing husband and her only child. Having everyone in front of you go 325 miles per hour under the speed limit must be one of the most annoying parts about being a police officer. Unless you've counted in binary on your fingers, you probably haven't experienced all 1024 unique combinations of putting your fingers up and down. As kids, we expect the good and are surprised by the bad. As adults, we expect the bad and are surprised by the good. Saying you were born on the last day of February does not reveal your birthday.